There's a lot of good officers here, and they're going to go other places. And that's just sad.
They risk their lives to keep you safe and protect your community.
And now city leaders say an alarming number of police officers are leaving a local police department because they say the pay is simply an unlivable wage.
Only on 5 tonight, Megan McRoberts sat down with current and former Fort Pierce police officers to hear what they say needs to happen for this to change.
It isn't hard to recruit officers to the city of Fort Pierce.
If you really want an experience to be a cop, and catch bad guys, Fort Pierce is the place to be.
But we're protecting their identities because they've all decided to leave a place they love only after a couple years.
What is it that's making you leave?
Ultimately is the pay.
How much did pay play into your decisions to leave?
It's huge. Definitely up there.
The take-home pay much less than nearby agencies like Port St. Lucie Police and the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office. Officers in Fort Pierce have to pay more into their retirement and health care, docking their take-home pay significantly.
And the paycheck comparison is just a joke.
Relying on overtime and extra shifts just to make ends meet.
The average officer here, if they're paying for a family on their health insurance plan, would bring home less than $1,500.
As a result, the turnover is alarming. The president of the Fort Pierce Police Officers Association says Fort Pierce hired 77 officers in 5 years. 54 have already quit, he says.
Sitting here now, it is hard to give you 10 names of people that are working on the road that have been here longer than 5 years.
They say this impacts how they protect your community.
People with no experience training people with no experience.
We don't staff an entire neighborhood because we don't have the people.
Or even how they solve crimes.
You get tips, because they know who you are.
City leaders know the turnover needs to be addressed.
We do need to look at ways to improve our employee retention. It warrants us doing all we possibly can to address that level of our police department dwindling down the way that it is.
Megan McRoberts reporting. City leaders are meeting August 2nd to discuss the pay concerns and explore any options they may have, they say, to improve officer take-home pay and incentives to keep experienced officers.